creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
We're here, so yeah, this is happening. I'm actually in LA right now. I could have gone to this thing in person, but I decided I didn't want to at the last second. Let's up the quality a little bit. Let's hide the chat, obviously. That's always a concern.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest 2024. You ready to see some video games?
They lower your expectations, though.
We are so thrilled to be here with you, and this is a showcase of what's next for games live from the YouTube Theater here in LA. The good news is that we have a lot of amazing games to show you from creators around the world over the next 2 hours.
But lower your expectations. I don't know. I don't know why this man talks sometimes.
But let's also face it, this and difficult year.
Here we go.
Layoffs and studio closures, which have disappointed all of us.
Yes, we're talking about this. That's
happening. Our industry is evolving and changing. Of the top 10 best-selling new games on Steam,
80s too. What up?
This year, 2 of them are considered, big company games, but the other 8
I don't know some of those, though, to be fair.
Mid-sized teams or solo developers. I look at this list.
Like Helldivers, obviously,
Cool,
Dragon's Dogma, and Power World. Those are the other ones I kind of know.
New teams and smaller creators can and will break
All
through.
Deep Rock, I kind of know.
Reminder to big companies, so great.
Okay, Jeff, that's starting things off on a good note. That's something.
2 hours, we'll have big franchises on stage like Star Wars, Batman, and Harry Potter, but also smaller titles, including a few games made by
Batman VR.
individuals to show you new
As long as they pay you like $250,000 to $500,000.
Wish listed, or even better, send it to a friend and get them excited. That's how.
And to be fair, a lot of people have pointed out those prices were pretty competitive to other similar like stage shows like this. So, it is what it is. It's just shocking to see those numbers. That's all.
So should we get to the games? All right.
So I'm watching this specifically because I know that there's 1 or 2 games that are going to have like a thing that I'm going to be interested in. Lego is not one of them, but
we see you as more of a sidekick.
Oh sure, I get that a lot, but check out my range. Okay.
This could be just a vignette though.
Empathy. Oh, hilarity.
Not an actual Lego game. Not like.
What game is this anyway?
Oh, all right. I don't understand.
Hey, neat costume. I gotta get me one of those. Ooh, sandwich.
Like, this has already been announced, but like, I don't. It's such a weird random partnership.
That hot dog guy is Aloy, an amazing video game lead.
Like, I like Horizon, it's fine, and I'm fine with Lego.
Bring it down. This is gonna be fun.
It's just not 2 brands. I would think. I guess the dinosaur robot designs lend themselves to Lego pretty well. I hope they announce Lego Bloodborne. Please, for the love of Max, announce Lego. That would be godlike. I would legit love that. Oh man, if only though.
And making a home.
Because yeah, I mean, when I think about it, Lego's had so many motion picture adaptations and superhero stuff. It does make sense eventually they just do a Lego video game based on a video game. But Horizon's just not one of the earlier ones I'd pick. Like, it's a popular series, it sells millions of copies, but like, I'd expect like Lego Fortnite or something. If does that exist, that might already exist. Or like Lego Mario. That's kind of weird that it's on Switch. It's kind of funny, actually.
There you you go. Wasn't that fun? That was Lego Horizon Adventures coming out later this year.
I do love that meme of Jeff Keighley saying, "Guys, you will never believe this entire game. I invite you. I am so proud to show this game." And it's just a bunch of weirdo plastic animal people running around. It's a little similar to
The
this.
next game from Torn Banner Studios, the developers behind Chivalry 2. For their next project, they are proud to announce No More Room in Hell 2, the sequel to the 2011 award-winning Source mod. 8 players start separate in the dark, and it's up to you to find
So yeah,
friends
there's
and
since
survive with
I
permadeath.
don't care about
Here
this.
is the first look.
There's two. There's a Capcom thing, and then there's another thing that I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's going to be worth tuning in to. Hold on, now I'm interested in this. As I'm watching the footage. Unfortunately, I'm gonna hopefully be able to play both those games that I'm alluding to, the Capcom one and another one, tomorrow. So I'm even really here. Zombies though, I was hoping for more paranormal stuff. Looks good though. It's reminding me a little bit, just the graphical style or something. Remind me a little bit of Zombie U. All the facets you love. 8 players, that's... But, I mean, at the same time, I feel like we have like 1,000 of these games released on Steam every second. Not to say anything about its quality, but... No More Room in Hell is... That's such an awesome title, though. I'll give it that.
She's joining us on stage. We're thrilled to have her with us. Please welcome Curious Joy.
Sure. I'm sure you're a lovely person, whoever you are.
Thank you, Jeff. Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be here at Summer Game Fest. I'm here with you today to share some even more super fun trailers. So let's get straight to another world premiere. This is a highly anticipated game from a beloved franchise. Let's take a look.
Now she's already stumbled twice. If I was on that stage, I'd just shit my pants right there. I mean, I have done.
When it comes to Quidditch, we've all wondered.
Okay. Well, I have done stage things before. And I wasn't super nervous during them. There's something about like when cameras are on you. That's when it gets a little fumbly bumbly. Didn't we already have a Quidditch game? We already had one on the PS2. It was godlike, if I recall. I don't know what happened with that. Whether that ever came back in any games. I haven't looked or really cared about Harry Potter in quite a while.
So ask yourself, do you have what it takes? Do you have the heart of a Quidditch champion?
But yeah, I think this has been rumored for a while. Like, this is the reason why this wasn't in the last Harry Potter game. It was just absent for whatever reason. Brought to you by the absolute champions at WB Games.
That's Harry Potter Quidditch Champions launching worldwide on September 3rd for consoles and PC. Now
I'm sure Kenny is happy.
To a brand new world. It hails from a single developer, Gavin Eisenbeis, up in Seattle, who has been making games all by himself for a decade. His last title, Choo Choo Charles, was a fan.
Oh, Choo Choo Charles! Yo, what's up? What up, Choo Choo?
Next game a few months ago, and I really wanted to debut it here. Get ready to backstab, race, or cooperate with up to 20 of your friends in Cuff Bust.
That just took me by surprise. It's just a bunch of koalas escaping. What did these koalas or whatever they are do? Why is there a prison just Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is also similar to, like, you know, some high-profile indie games recently. I guess Lethal Company. I don't actually know what Lethal Company is. I'll have to ask Max one day. I don't know. That's just my first impressions. Again, I don't play that, so just like silly cooperative fun, you know. Because I know there was hype for Choo Choo Charles. I remember people being like really like taken with what Choo Choo Charles was, but when it came out, was it like super good or was it kind of a letdown? I don't really know. I never actually wound up playing it. Oh, that's pretty fun. Oh, so assholes can escape without you. Oh, okay. Again. Oh shit. Again, what did these koalas do? Or lemmings, whatever they are. That kind of looks like Stitch. Alright, well, that was fun.
That's a fun one, right? I remember.
Yeah, no, I said that. I said that before.
Congratulations, Gavin. So glad to have that on stage. All right, next one of this year's most anticipated games is Star Wars Outlaws, coming out on August 30th from Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games, the first open world Star Wars game.
I'd be more excited about this if it wasn't made by Ubisoft. And that's just because Ubisoft open world design is always very hit or miss.
Right now, we've got an exclusive new
and I'm just assuming it's at the end of the day going to play a lot like other open world games. It's the type of thing I can only really wait for reviews on. Because I don't know if it's Ubisoft Montreal making this. If it's Montreal, then I mean, it looks good, like graphically and everything. Why was Star Wars 616 or 161, whatever it was called, why was that this, and then that got canceled? Like, I guess there must have been huge shifts in the people that greenlight these games at LucasArts. Isn't it cool that video games are coming out? Like, yeah, they are. Nomada Studios, why do I know that name? Oh, that's why. Because Gris, whatever you want to call it, was godlike. It was like one of my games of the year when I played it. And it's very similar, but Wolf Cub. Like the wide open spaces, it's different because Gris, whatever. As good as it was, like its environments were always not like oh, there's combat. Okay. Like the Grease environments were almost always surreal versus like supernatural. Like, sorry, not supernatural, but like very naturalistic, and this has like a nice mix of both. Aw. That's how they get you. It's never coming out.
Trust me, that game is
2024.
such a true work of art, especially into some of the combat. It is tons of fun to play, and there's much more coming later today in the Devolver Direct, which will air directly after the Day of the Devs. On
good. Still with Devolver. Good stuff.
All right, next, it's time for our next game announcement.
Okay.
If you would define the future.
Civilization.
Fate, working in these walls of time.
Let us all for death prepare.
It's gotta be Civilization.
Or on the last great journey fair.
Let me not then die.
Something Sid Meier related.
But let me first do some great thing that shall be told among men hereafter.
Each of us shall endure this world's life until the end.
Cool trailer, and if it is a strategy thing, there's not much you can do gameplay-wise in a trailer that's like super exciting visually. But this is certainly exciting visually, even though it's not gameplay, obviously.
So it shall be.
And then for a long time after Rockets, nothing happened. Yeah, there you go.
Hello, everyone at Summer Game Fest. On behalf of the Firaxis team,
I'm assuming Sid Meier is a good guy because he looks like a good old dad, grandpa like guy now.
PC and consoles next year.
He loves
I know of the
Civilization.
amazing team that has brought us to this moment, but we also have to thank you, our incredible fans
Hey,
around
you're
the world, for
welcome.
your
So
overwhelming
nice.
support of this franchise for over 30 years. We can't wait to share more, and we hope you'll join us later this summer for the full reveal of Civilization 7.
Like I feel like with
In the
his
meantime,
little sweater jacket
stay
that he's got, he's gonna
civilized.
offer me some Werther's. Werther's original. Thank you, Sid. If this is the monkey game, the monkey game refuses to come out every fucking year. It's the monkey game. Like, I feel like I've grown up watching Max react to trailers of this monkey game. Just come out! Like, wasn't this supposed to be the first Unreal Engine 5 game, and now it's not? Do some stuff, monkey dude. Come on, do something! What the? Oh, was that in his ear, or was that like placed like over his ear? Because that makes a difference. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. Kind of sucks that there was no gameplay for that, considering there's been gameplay of that for years. Okay, well, usually if there's pre-order stuff like this, here's the statue, then that's kind of ironclad. Not to say it still can't get delayed, but... Alright, this is a good time to not care. For me. If you like your VRs, I hope you do. But yeah, the part of the reason why I didn't want to go to this in person is because it does suffer from the same thing that any live show that's on a stage would happen, where you're just sitting there doing nothing a lot of the time. And like I did not have a good time going to the Game Awards years and years ago. It's just there was just a lot of waiting, a lot of just sitting there. Not that I'm not sitting here now. I'm just saying it's like a different vibe, and if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to share any reactions to some cool stuff that they might show with you guys. And also if I'm gonna come all the way to LA, I should do something business related. Well, hopefully I'll get some footage of the games I'm gonna be playing tomorrow. Yeah, I was like, come on, where are the commercials? I want some commercials. Where are all the ads? Glad they're here. Those are seeing a trailer for Night Slashers anywhere near Jeff Keighley in one of his productions is wild to me. Like, that was maybe a less than 1 second clip of it. That was maybe like 13 microseconds. Oh yeah. Like, I'm still debating whether I want to like get the ultimate edition for this, because it's one of the few things that I will for, because God, I love Space Marine, and this does seem to be everything I kind of want. Just like the amount of different modes and things going on. I just hope it doesn't the story mode doesn't get
All
like
right,
repetitive
welcome
like
back
the
to
first
Summer
one
Game
does,
Fest.
unfortunately.
We've got some. Please welcome the director and art designer of Persona 3, 4, and 5,
Wow.
Matsura Hashino and Shigenori Shojima.
I did not expect a Persona presence on this show. Metaphor? This must have been announced before, right?
ありがとうございます。アトラスの橋野です。今日は副島さ
I
んと
just
一
don't
緒に
recall.
このステージに立ててとても光栄に思っています。
Speaking in a global language.
その姿
I
に
love,
主人公
like,
が変身して
I'm just gonna
明日の未
say
来のために
speaking
戦
in
う
a
というとて
global
も熱い
language
ア
for
ルペン
now.
です。
What is this? Did I
This
miss
game
this
is
at
an
some point? This
RPG
looks pretty
in which the
cool.
party members archetypes are the embodiment of power born from the will
Sword
to face
Master,
your fears
Paladin
and
Knight, pretty much.
anxieties. We gave it our all to instill each and every archetype with a feeling
Dark
of
Knight
strength
Dragoon.
and
How many
uniqueness
jobs
in
are
each of their
there?
designs. In total, there will be more than 40 types of archetypes available
Thank
in the
you,
game.
sir.
These archetypes can gain experience and even
Pugilist,
some of them can evolve
hey.
into stronger versions.
メタファーはアトラスの RPG
Influencer.
我々が作ってきた RPG のノウハウをすべて
VTuber.
結集させて作っています。
Destroyer. That's a good one. I like Destroyer,
今日はこの
Gunner,
アーキタイプを
Cleric.
テーマにした
I
最
guess
新
they
のトレ
could
ーラ
just
ー
keep
を
running
お
these,
持ちし
and
ました。
if there's
ぜ
40,
ひ
they'll
ご覧
never
になって
run
くださ
out.
い。ありがとうございました。
So we are pouring all of our acquired expertise into this game to make it
Ninja,
as
Commander,
exciting as
Merchant.
possible.
Merchant,
In fact, we've even brought our latest trailer today, which is centered around the topic of these archetypes. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy it.
So I wonder how much that costs
inherited heroic virtues deep within us.
for them to have a stage presence to talk, then get a trailer. I wonder how much that cost.
We oppress. We fight.
Yeah, this must have been announced before. I just maybe didn't catch it initially.
Flows through this land. You have found a way to wield true magic. Many more protectors and followers will gather to your side. Remind people.
Yeah, obviously, given the developer very Persona-like, but with a lot more fantasy thrown in, which I think that's pretty cool.
And bring them together.
Perfect punch.
Now you've acquired a most interesting power, an archetype whose existence was only theoretical. You wield power now.
I mean, they could just do the easy thing, just make another Persona. Obviously, this has a lot of parallels with the series. But, yeah, big ups for them for doing something completely, like, a different world, at least. October. What is this logo? I don't even understand it.
Such an honor to have Hoshino and Shojima with us.
What was that logo?
Making,
Microsoft? I
deep
don't.
look at the
Xbox? I
archetypes,
don't.
such stunning visual designs. Now we're going to jump into the Arkhamverse. Batman Arkham Shadow is a MetaQuest 3 exclusive VR game coming later this year. As Batman, you
It's
face a
such.
new
It's
threat,
so
the
badly
mysterious
timed.
Bat King and his cultish devotees.
If Suicide Squad had somehow been what everyone wanted and was like a big success, but it was still live servicey, whatever, and this came out, it's fine. Like, not fine, but it's tolerable. But the fact that it's such a disaster, and then it's like they follow up with something that most people cannot play.
Gotham, driving the city mad. The only light left.
And it sucks because Arkham Shadows is a cool sounding name, obviously.
Casting shadows of rats on everything that was.
Yeah, I think it was rumored that the villain is supposed to be Ratcatcher.
Fear is their weapon.
Well, he just puts it on so cash.
But they're not the only ones.
I hope it's Gordon. I hope it's this Gordon is the Gordon from the Harley Quinn show. It's like my favorite Gordon.
The Rat King will stop at nothing to destroy my city. How far will I go to destroy?
Not Ratcatcher, the Rat King. This Rat King. I've never heard of a Rat King in Batman. Obviously in TMNT, yeah. Yeah. Tune into the other show in a couple of months. Then you get gameplay there. Okay, sure. Yeah, that was weird. She was shuffled in for one
Looking forward to
second.
heading back to the Arkhamverse.
Then Jeff came back. Now she's back
It is time
again.
to update fans on a legendary fighting game franchise. And that includes me. Because I have been a fan of this series ever since one of its first iteration and have been playing each one ever since. So, let's check it out.
So it's been rumored Street Fighters is doing a thing. Is that Cody? Was that Cody? That's Cody! Whoa! Let's fucking go! Trademark Maximilian! Oh! No way! There's... It's Elena! No! Sin? Yeah, it's Bison. So that's 4 characters already. That's a whole season. Bison, Elena, Terry, and Mai? Expect the unexpected character. Oh, he looks sick as fuck. Oh, yo. Oh, my God. So, I knew Street Fighter was showing up with something, but I didn't think it was announcing the entire season. No gameplay, but that's fine. Again, like Capcom just figures it's gonna get leaked anyway, all the characters, so just get out in front of it. Like, remember that one season, was it season 3 of Street Fighter 5 where they just announced like all the characters in one trailer? And it was incredible. Like I get, wanting people to debate and think what's the characters gonna be, but it's like Capcom just knows they're gonna leak. It doesn't matter. Oh shit. So, yeah, I have an appointment to play Street Fighter 6 tomorrow, Saturday. And Terry, that is obviously Terry and Mai is like incredible and everything, very unexpected. But like, thank God, Elena, I've wanted her back for a long time, and Bison's a good call too. When we were talking on TKO about event characters, like Akuma's an event character that people get psyched about, but like Bison, I'm not sure if one of us said Bison. I think maybe Justin might have. But actually saying what an event character would be, Bison is kind of there. Does it suck like he's always back in every game, even if he's dead? But his design was too sick. That's sparking.
I guess we'll see.
Damn. That I thought it was going to be Street Fighter 3 coded, and it kind of is a little bit. Elena's in there. Terry, Mai, and it's just like their classic designs. But we're gonna get alts for them. We're probably gonna get Mark of the Wolves Terry. Sorry, I'm not talking about that last game. I don't know what it was, or this one, but I mean, we've seen this before. It looks fine.
One way to save her. Goodbye, my friends. No matter what it takes, I need to rescue Gohan. Goku, wait! What?
The first thing I said is that it has to be Cody, because of course it wouldn't be Terry, because he had a white shirt on at first before he threw on the red jacket. Holy shit. And smart move on no gameplay right away, because yeah, make people wait for that. because that is still hype to actually see the gameplay and at least get them characters announced and like a main visual of what they look like. Holy shit. The times we're living in, Capcom and SNK, they haven't crossed over with any new stuff except for what? The KOF mobile game? And then that was
Here's
it.
a look at their multiplayer FPS extraction mode.
Okay.
Team.
I'll keep talking about Street Fighter stuff then. I think that was the only thing. Yeah, like Street Fighter 5 and 6 characters or whatever appeared in KOF All-Stars, and that was kind of it, but like never new stuff on consoles or handhelds or anything. I think that's correct. And like they've been getting Pally for years now. I think the first big indication was at EVO last year, the year before. They had that artwork collab where it was like Shinkiro was the Capcom artist, which is so weird. And SNK re-releasing their handheld Capcom Cross SNK Neo Geo Pocket games. Why there hasn't been a re-release of Capcom vs SNK 2 and 1, and of course, and like SBC Chaos, if you released a triple pack of that, godlike, that with rollback, and that's it essentially, just rollback on those. That's such an easy win. Like that, those have been unavailable for so long, unlike a lot of other older fighting game collections. Like Darkstalkers is always available in some form every generation or so.
It's also fully licensed to recreate moments from the award-winning Ridley Scott movie. Here is your world premiere first look at that gameplay.
Is this what Black Hawk Down was, Ridley Scott movie? Sure. Let's talk more about Capcom and SNK. yeah, Black Hawk Down. Okay. So yeah, like, what would they even play like?
All units prepare for landing. 2 teams, 1 foot. Clear. Secure and capture a
Just thinking about the supers that probably most likely have their classic supers that have had all throughout Fatal Fury and KOF, and they'd just be segmented into the level 1, level 2, and level 3. Just the Mai costumes. Holy crap.
And now,
The colors
I
for
have
each
an
one
update for you
too?
on Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves. For real this time.
Oh, what is like Ryu and Chun-Li gonna be in it now? Ooh, fighting geese. What is this aura? Guile Win quote. What are you doing here? Is this gonna be like the big new mode that they're gonna talk about? Yeah! Holy shit. Fox Reaper? Who the hell are you? You look cool. New character. Like, SNK, this is going to be a short trailer because they can't pay Jeff more than this. Rev it up, unleash your fury. Okay. Vox Reaper and Beach. Oh! That was very short, but that's enough for me. Vox Reaper, I don't think a character that looks like that was in the art of the original Garo 2 sprites from the 90s. I mean, he was a little bit similar to the guy in the coat, but I'm not sure if that's the same one. Could just be an all new character. Fox Reaper. B Jenny, like Justin's gonna be happy. He's a big B Jenny stan. Imagine it's like just that would be a really cool cross promotion thing if they were like, yeah, Ryu's in it, but I don't think Ryu should be in it in the base roster. That'd be a little silly. So what we're missing from City of the Wolves right now, I really hope we get, is obviously classic Fatal Fury characters that were never in Garo, or even maybe modern KOFs. But I would, obviously Mai is still. They'd be stupid not to have Mai in that time frame. Andy too, Joe probably. I think all three of those should definitely be locks. Like if I was choosing the roster. Yeah, sorry again, I'm talking over this, but I mean, we're talking about my jams. Like, essentially anything cool that I like that's revealed after this is kind of a bonus, because those are the two things. Those are the two things that I was really the most interested in. Hopefully there's something else, but... yeah, so, like, characters that we have not seen come back in, like, a long, long time, like Fatal Fury 3 newcomers. Like Franco Bash or Hanfu. Already forgot it. Is this... Because apparently a new Ex Machina game was like announced or shown. I don't know if that's this. And like I was like, what? When did that happen? Or is this Gundam? I'm not even sure anymore. There's a lot of mecha to keep track of nowadays. All the kids with their mechas, I don't... I mean, it kind of reminds me of Ex Machina. I mean, some pretty sick designs, I'll give it that. Mecha Break, sure. God, that Fatal Fury trailer wasn't even like 30 seconds, was it?
Immersive aerial and ground combat with lightning-fast maneuvers.
I like that bonus.
Jason Blum and his Blumhouse banner have become synonymous with incredible
I am interested in this.
Like Get Out, Megan, and
because there's been a lot of Friday the 13th talks around Blumhouse recently.
World in a big way.
Okay. Mostly showing their winners, not their like loser horror from the makers of Imaginary.
Dark times await us. Vengeance will take shape.
Okay. Fighting creepy doll statues. Oh, here's just a bunch of games. Crave Seasons from Perfect Garbage. Cool. So they've done some work. They already have like several titles in development.
I must not sleep. I am terrified to sleep.
3 games already.
I'm scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If
Ooh.
any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
And they're covering a bunch of graphical styles.
No matter what, just go home, Viv. Amy!
That one looks cool.
The police department asked me to help with a case. Why would they need a game designer? It should have some
Interesting.
developer mode.
Ooh, Sam Barlow! For those that don't remember, Sam Barlow has done a lot of incredible narrative-based games over the years. Her Story, I believe, and also worked on Silent Hill, Shattered Memories, and all that. That's pretty sick. Like that, all of those look pretty interesting. Because Blumhouse Games was only announced to be a thing like a month ago, maybe less. And it makes sense. They make so many. They make like a horror movie a week.
It's a really
Because like
cool
honestly,
game.
as much as I like Blumhouse, they also release a lot of garbage.
They look great. It's a really diverse, cool slate. Luis,
Like
tell us
they
a bit about, we
release
saw a
too
bunch
many
of
horror
games there. What
movies
can you tell
instead
us
of
about kind of the overall lineup
cultivating
of games?
like a couple of really good
From our
ones.
slate, from
Yeah, when I
Blumhouse
was
Games, what can you
mentioning
think of the
Friday the
slate? Pretty
13th,
amazing,
is
right?
the stupid Jason Universe
Luis, thanks
Twitter
so much for
account
being
like
here on Summer
followed
Game. Thank you, guys.
Blumhouse game
All
followed
right.
Blumhouse.
And now here's the world premiere of a brand new Power Rangers game with a retro feel.
Okay. Remember there was that really cheap beat 'em up from a couple of years ago? It was like a 3D beat 'em up. Okay, so they want to do the Ninja Turtles thing. It looks a lot like the Ninja Turtles game. This certainly looks better than that G.I. Joe one that's coming out. And there are so many Power Ranger beat 'em up action games that, I mean, I think this is a good franchise to try it out with. That looked cool. Oh, that looks awesome. That looks really sick, actually, the bonus vehicle modes. Ooh, first-person Zord punching? Okay. Not bad at all, actually. I was just dreading it would look like that, it would look like the Night Slashers remake or that G.I. Joe beat 'em up. That G.I. Joe beat 'em up looks rough. Yeah, so, sorry, going back to the Friday the 13th stuff, there's been like a little speculation that since that Jason Universe Twitter account followed specific developers, like Ilphonic that made the Friday the 13th video game, that like, is that coming back in some way? Because that desperately needs to come back. If they have the rights finally fucking settled, that needs like a, you know, huge next gen upgrade or just a re-release altogether of the base game with improvements, and then have all the DLCs scheduled out. Because absolutely needs to come back. It's still like my favorite asymmetrical horror game by like a huge margin. As rough as it was, it still had like, it was still like the most thrilling, most fun gameplay out of any of them over the years. I literally was gonna say, I wonder if this is called Animal and Child.
What a beautiful game, Dear and Boy, which comes from first-time developer Jason Houdet.
Should it just be
Harris,
called
who
Dear
started
Boy?
that project alone in 2020 during the pandemic, and now has a team of 8 helping him realize his vision with financial aid from the French government. And games like that are why we do this show, giving first-time developers a chance to show you what they're working on.
So yeah,
All right,
there was
next,
also
after
that
a
thing
long
that
wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2
there is
arriving
several
later this year. This is
slots
a
of
first-person
free
open-world
slots
action
in
RPG
the
from Blue
Summer
Horse
Games
Studios.
Fest where you
Here
can get your
is a
trailer in for
brand new look.
free, but those slots are apparently, this is information that a reporter discovered on Twitter today, I think, this week at least, that there are free slots that are offered, but they're few and far between. There's like not a lot. So it's, I guess you apply for those free slots and then they choose if your game gets them, and if not, then you pay for them, the prices that were disclosed. And again, a lot of people are saying it's like this is actually pretty standard in the industry for, you know, however many thousands upon thousands of people, millions, not millions, however many people watch the Game Awards and the Summer Games Fest streams, that like that's kind of standard for that amount of exposure.
In the end,
end, we all face your judgment.
And yeah, that's fine, I guess. But when the numbers are just thrown out there, when I saw them, I was like, bleh. It just seems exorbitantly expensive. And yeah, EA or Ubisoft or Sony could like pay for that. But like for smaller companies that are like mid tier, that's not like that doesn't seem worth it to me. It's like it's hard to quantify when you're advertising. Quantify like if that's going to make a difference for your game. It can in some cases if you have a compelling pitch, like you know that you just a little bit of hype going into it just needs Jeff to say, "I'm so fucking stoked and hyped. I can't believe it that I'm showing you No Man's Sky," and then it just builds from
Next, we
there.
step into the dark mind of Silent Hill creator Keiichiro Toyama.
Oh, it's a Slitterhead?
Back in 2021, we announced his new game, Slitterhead, at the Game Awards, and now we're giving you a look at the gameplay from his independent, Tokyo-based studio.
Still hesitant about this thing. Every time I see screenshots or whatever, I'm kind of like, there's something... I don't know what's not clicking with me, but hopefully this will change my mind. Huh. Oh, okay. Didn't expect like parkouring, so yeah, it's a little like not Juon. God, what's the series? Siren. I don't know about this music though. Combat's looking a little wonky to me, personally. Like, it almost feels like an early Grasshopper game to me, almost. Yeah, alright. You're getting me back. That's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. From the little teasers I've seen over the last 2 years, it's a Mr. Potato Head GTA game? Anyway. Some of that looked rough, I'm not gonna lie, but still it looked kind of interesting. Is it True Crime Potato Head?
That's what I call a dramatic entrance. There's a reason why I'm called Killer Bean. It's because I'm good at what I do. Really. Good.
Alright.
I used to be an assassin.
So is it coffee beans? Holy shit.
A national organization powerful enough to shape the world. Until they lied to me and tried to kill me. Now, I'm gonna destroy them.
You're the gosh darn idiot who wants to take down the Shadow Agency.
Shadow Agency. That's a very shadowy
Nice to
name.
meet you before you die.
It's like kind of hype. Whoa! What the hell? Oh shit! Alright! Alright! He said beans, so like yeah, they're kind of in coffee bean shapes. Is that? It's like
They made
Revengeance.
me who I am, and I will make them pay for it.
Killer bean. Okay. That's yeah, you really started to get me to come
How'd you
around
like
there.
that one? That was Killer Bean, a third-person roguelike shooter made by
Oh, really?
another single developer, believe it or not, right here in Los Angeles, Jeff Liu, who previously worked as an animator on movies like The Matrix Reloaded. So fun. It's amazing what can happen in this industry. All right, to introduce their brand new game, please welcome from the Game Bakers, a small independent studio in Montpellier, France, Audrey Laprince and Emmerich Toa.
I was thinking a game kitchen that
Hello,
makes
Jeff,
blasphemous.
everyone. I'm very happy to be here. When we created our studio, Emmerich and I, we promised each other to always come up with something new. So after Fury and Haven, we're here to introduce our new game.
Wait, Fury,
Care,
like
a survival
Furi?
climber.
Fury?
When I was a teenager, my dad prepared an expedition to Mount K2, but half of his team didn't come back. And I've always wondered, why do alpinists risk their lives in such extreme conditions? This is something we wanted to explore in Cairn.
Cairn is a game about what it takes to go beyond your limits. You climb a mountain to reach a summit never reached before. And the climbing gameplay is the challenge. It's
Remember
very
Rock and Roll
intense and
Climber?
realistic.
It's like
It's a
that.
face-off between you and the mountain. And what you're going to see in the trailer is not from cutscenes. It's the actual climbing gameplay. You can see more later today during Day of the Devs, but now let's have a look.
I can do like extreme climbing like this. I just don't feel like it. Like physically, I could totally, yeah, no, I can do it, but I just don't really have the time. Oh, it's like super precise. You have control over every limb, it looks like to me. Like the animation is kind of funky, but that looks like what's going on. Whoa, girl! Just want to be like Ethan Hunt. Oh yeah, and then that fucked up shit where you have to like be in like a little tent. It's like hanging from basically the cliff face. All right, so there's other stuff that you can do. It's not just climbing. Wonder how that controls like on a control pad or something, like if it's like every limb is like the stick or something, or the face buttons maybe. Was it called Kern? Interesting. What you got, Annapurna? Annapurna goated for life.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, running a tea shop. So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening.
Is there going to be like a fighting game component to
I've had to get
this?
used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks
Making this vile brew that has fooled the world into thinking it's good.
but I'm surviving. Of course, I have to actually
My crusade against tea is never ending.
And once that's done, I'll usually check in with Boro, the guy who owns the shop, to see if my help is needed anywhere. And when all the chores are done,
I mean, to be fair, we haven't had a farming sim-like thing like this in the entire show so far, so I think that's fine. I miss the days of Nintendo Directs where it's 75% farming sims.
I'm happy. I can stop running now. I can stop. I can stop.
Uh-oh,
I can
something...
stop running. This is good for me. I need to enjoy this. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm
I'm happy. I'm happy.
That's kind of interesting. That's like, am I gonna just beast out and start like killing
That was more
everybody?
than stop the announcement of the next game from Davey Redden, the creator of the Stanley Parable. I sense there's a twist coming, as you would expect from him in Ivy Road. Cannot wait to play that. All right, now here's a look at the story trailer for Unknown 9 Awakening, a narrative action-adventure game that tells the story of Haruna, a young woman born with the ability to venture into the fold, a dimension that overlaps our own.
A lot of indie games. So I think that's probably what Jeff meant when he said like keep your expectations lower. Whereas like last year's Summer Game Fest started with like Mortal Kombat 1. I think there was a few other big games there, and so far it's been relatively indie-ish focused, or indie and like, you know, uh, what do you want to call it, double A, for lack of a better term. Like it was like what, like a 20-second spot for Star Wars Outlaws, and that's kind of
It's time we
it.
took control of our own destiny.
Like in terms of like, you know, big AAA stuff. It's Horizon Lego, maybe? I don't know if that counts.
Why are you so interested in Vincent, anyhow?
He killed someone I loved. Remember stepping. Find your target and bridge the gap.
It reminds me of that Banishers game. Was that game good? The one made by Don't Non? The Banishers Ghosts of whatever? I don't even know if that got... I think that came out. And it's the same... It's a very similar concept. It's like a shadow... other death world and ghosts. It's Monster Hunter Stories, yeah. It's like the one Nintendo exclusive announcement that's going to be at this show. I love Jeff having announcement tweets saying, "We really hope one day Nintendo could possibly join us." Nintendo's like, "No, thanks, bro. Thanks, bro. No, we're good." I don't even know what that was for. That was so fast. Just Capcom games exist. Oh, is this that Italian Souls game? I was kind of interested in this. Like think about Bloodborne or Dark Souls, but just put it in like Italian myth and legend. Aesthetic, whatever you want to say.
Feel honored to fight and legend.
He's fighting. That's Leonardo da Vinci, I believe he's fighting. Yeah, this is definitely the game I'm thinking of. I forget the name of it though.
Your greatest final chapter.
Yeah, he changed his moveset. Hmm. Oh, okay then. Hmm. Is that an actual mechanic? Like you can... That's an enemy. And no Tria, the last song. Yeah, that's a demo available now. Okay. Basically have the same reaction.
There's been so many great indie games in recent years, but it's also been no secret that it's kind of a rough time in the industry. Some devs don't really get the chance they deserve, so we thought we could help out a little bit. That's why we're excited to announce our side project, Outer Sloth, an indie game fund we made that offers the kind of deals we would have wanted.
It's just smart. It's kind of like Platonic doing Platonic friends. An indie company that becomes so successful. And I think Yacht Club does something similar. Where we're so successful and we have so much money that instead of using it ourselves, we give it to other indie developers. I'm glad this is becoming more and more of a thing. Like just funding other projects, not like, like owning those IPs. I assume.
Hi, I'm Ian from Shapeshot, and you may already be playing our first game, Mars First Logistics.
We're Trinket Studios, creators of Battle Chef Brigade.
Hell yeah!
Battler RPG, Battle Suit Aces.
We are Studio Any%, and we're making
Battle Chef Brigade is so good.
A game about building and exploring connections.
Hi, I'm Eka, creative director of Outer Loop Games, makers of Thirsty Suitors and
Yeah.
Falcon Age. In our new game, explore the world in an upgradable mech and cook up tasty dishes for local communities. Fight off corpos, discover new Dosa recipes, and reunite with your strange loved ones for one last meal. Project Dosa is a game about life, death, love, and food for the soul.
Very cool, very cool.
Thanks, Victoria and Forrest. Those all look fantastic, and I cannot wait to play them. But all of those amazing indie games aren't the only thing coming out of Inner Sloth. Did you know that there's going to be an Among Us TV show?
No.
Sounds like you did. Yes, there's going to be an Among Us TV show. Check out this sneak peek.
Where's the Devil May Cry show? Among Us is trying to feel like Among Us, but where's the Devil May Cry show? I better take a sip of this. Every so often, better take a sip. Yeah, that looks like Among Us. Was the Cuphead show any good? I never watched it. I don't even know. Let me know in the comments if the Cuphead show was good. That is a bunch of famous people. Damn, that's quite the cast. I'll give it that.
Up next, we have Sonic X Shadow.
Yeah, Liam represent. Like, can this be a Sonic re-release that doesn't have a bunch of weird, random, fucked up problems? Like Colors Deluxe and Sonic Origins did. Like, please, just be fine. Just... Like, even when there's, like, it seems like there's easy wins, like, oh, well, that's gonna be a slam dunk. Like, I don't know why they keep having problems with almost every re-release. Like, let me know in the comments if there's a re-release that had no issues. Like, not like Sonic Superstars. It's like a standalone new game. But just please be okay. Like, in terms of technical aspects and bugs and missing features or whatever. Unhyped music. But what exactly is it? It's like a bunch of games, or it's just like a sequence of levels that play out? I don't even...
I'll overcome every obstacle with this power.
Shit. Like, it's Sonic Generations, is it not? With just Shadow added in. 3 days early, look at all this crap. Where's the cool Sega Dreamcast game thing?
Right? A movie coming in December.
The new Energy stuff.
Right. In the upcoming
New Streets of Rage.
June Awakening from Funcom, there is one small decision that unleashed a chain of events which set the stage for the story the player will experience. Let's find out for the first time what that is.
The only peace I find is a future that never...
I worked for Funcom for about 4 months. I did not really because of them per se, but just the job I was given was just really mind-numbing. I got real depressed while working on it, working on the game that I was working on.
It created me. But I see a narrow way, a path that might have been. What if my mother had obeyed her orders and given birth to a girl? Everything would change.
So it's just like a what if Dune.
Exposed before his betrayal. A world where my father lives. House Atreides surviving the Battle of Arrakeen. Sardaukar deployed to protect the spice melange.
It's like we want to kind of have stuff that looks like the new movies, but we're not actually based on the new movie.
Fremen exterminated. No Muad'Dib. No Lisan al-Gaib. No Kwisatz Haderach. All of my visions lead to horror. Except for this one. This one leads to you.
It's no gameplay, I guess. It's fine. It's kind of standard. Sure. And I'll know the state of Funcom Games in 2024.
Now it is time to see the announcement of another new game.
Like Conan is still
from a
going
brand
on,
new
right?
development studio.
Like Conan's still getting updates and. Okay, this looks pretty cool for a intro animation. There's something about anime missiles when they launch that always look cool. Like it's the most personality a missile can possibly have. Battle Aces. Okay, what is it? What is it?
To tell us more about
Thank
Battle
you.
Aces and show you the gameplay, here's David Kim from Uncapped Games.
Thanks, Jeff. So Battle Aces is the RTS game for everyone. It's for players
I didn't expect it to be an RTS, honestly.
as well as RTS veterans. We really want to bring the core fun of RTS to everybody, kind of like how games such as
Looks
World of
very
Warcraft did for
StarCraft.
MMOs or Hearthstone did for card games.
Just the way the
Battle
units
Aces
are
is
designed.
an action-packed army versus army game that has a high emphasis on the strategy. We want to bring this type of very specific RTS fun.
Like the intro made me think of like over the top anime mecha actions, kind of not what the game is, but it's fine.
Through unit decks. And what makes unit decks very cool is not only will players be able to define the exact way that they wish to play, but also players will be able to experience an endless.
Yeah, that's the noble pursuit, but
or if you want to sign up for our beta,
I'd imagine that's pretty challenging to actually make.
make sure
Last year, the finals with its unparalleled.
Oh, the game has AI in it.
World's most deadly
AI
game
art
show.
and shit.
Now, after sharpen
Or
your
what is it? It's
katanas
AI
and
voices?
welcome
I don't
to
know.
season
It's some
3
AI
of
slop.
Finals.
I didn't know this was still a thing. I thought that came out and then just that was it. But so yeah, that's always one of two things when I think or say that. It's it died immediately, or it's the biggest thing ever and it's not in your sphere, Matt, and you don't know what you're talking about. Fair enough. But it's nothing in between.
Remedy.
Damn Lake! Do it again. Just dance, Sam Lake, dance.
I think that's enough. Thank you. Hi. You see, this is now the only way they let me come on stage to tell you something exciting news about Alan Wake 2.
DLC
Many
story
of you
stuff?
have been posting your Remedy game collection pictures on your shelves.
Oh, wait. No,
with
those
Alan
Max Payne
Wake
remakes
2
are way off, I
so
think.
far, digital only, sadly missing.
Oh, the physical, finally?
We are excited to announce physical deluxe editions and physical collector's editions for Alan Wake 2 coming this fall. You can lock in your copy starting tomorrow. Next,
I think they're just waiting to see if Alan Wake 2 is even going to be a success
for Alan Wake 2.
digitally.
Right?
And then, like,
I'm
make
thrilled
physicals,
to
because that's the state of the
introduce you all
industry.
to Night Springs.
Yeah.
It contains 3 episodes with 3 familiar
Yeah, this was in the season pass, or listed in the season pass.
in mysterious, terrifying, and quirky what-if scenarios. It was a chance for us to really go out there, as if we already didn't. Night Springs will be playable
Now.
in less than 24 hours.
Close.
Tomorrow. Thank you. Now, with this world premiere, I invite you to step into Night Springs.
Night Springs, a special place, a shifting space, existing in a countless number of parallel realities. Different every time we set upon the road that leads us there, and yet always familiar to us. In Night Springs.
I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan.
So, like, new playable characters and just weird stuff, taking chunks of the game and doing crazy things with them.
Sean, I'm really happy.
This is gonna get strange. I was the only one who could save the writer.
It's almost a little bit like American Nightmares in a way, where it's like just craziness built on the core game.
Something was different.
All right, so she's just a playable character.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I gotta... Wait, that's a real shotgun?
Who can ever truly know how deep the rabbit hole goes in Night Springs?
Nice. Cool announcement. Kind of forgot about it.
Through the endless tides of time.
So, I will never forgive Amazon Games ever. Or forgive whoever basically signed the deal, like whoever the decision makers were that said yes to Amazon buying Double Helix and just kind of screwing Killer Instinct up in a way. Obviously, I love the work that Iron Galaxy did on it, but, you know, I've kind of spoken to a few people that used to work at Double Helix and saying they had some really cool pitches and really cool things that they were working with other publishers on, like just potential pitches and stuff. And once it got Double Helix got sold to Amazon, like all that had to go away. So there's all this potential for stuff to happen, and then nothing happened with Double Helix. I think they helped on the New World franchise, whatever it is, and I don't think they re-released their own game. That Breakout game got canceled, and just
solo player or play co-op and use crossplay.
it's just a lot of potential
If you're
squandered.
watching SGF on TikTok live right now, you can comment HSR.
Are you a thing? A name. A lot of blood coming out of that skeleton. A suspicious amount. Okay, musical weapons as weapons. Interesting. Is that like playing great music? Wait, is this something that's like out or like has a demo or a beta? Because now I'm thinking about it, it sounds familiar, Dark and Darker. Nah, 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 nah. It's like the essence of dungeon crawling here. Ooh, bear. Oh, you are the bear. That's cool. Gotta love the druid lifestyle. Free to play though.
There you have it, the unforgiving fantasy FPS dungeon PvPvE adventure, Dark and Darker, is now live on
So I
both
think one of the
Steam and
rumors of
Epic
this
Games
show is
Store
that like
today.
don't expect like a
All
big,
right. Lots of fans are
huge
joining us
game
here in
at
person
like
at the
at the
YouTube
end
Theater.
of
We
the
thank you for
show.
that.
Like
And ahead of
don't
the
expect a
show,
mega
4 lucky
ton.
fans were upgraded to our VIP section thanks to the Discover Orange Ticket upgrade. With Discover, you don't have to be a VIP to be treated like one. All right,
Hi,
now here's the announcement of the
randos.
release date for Capcom's upcoming Kunitsugami Path of the Gods.
I'm still so baffled by this thing. I just like looks cool and everything, but it's just shocking to me. Like here's this IP that looks like it could definitely be an Onimusha or something, and it's like a new thing. I'm not hating that, but at the same time, it just there's something about it that's not very Capcom-esque to me. Like it feels more like a Koei Tecmo sort of thing. And I'm all for, occasionally putting out a game that isn't a Resident Evil remake or a Monster Hunter. But at the same time, it's like you have all these unused IPs that people really want back, and they just don't. Is this that new? Is this Hyper Late something? Not sure. Hyper Light Breaker, maybe? But sometimes, especially for any show that lasts more than like an hour, sometimes there'll be so many trailers and so many similar looking games that you kind of just go, yeah, this is, no, which one is this? I'm pretty sure this is Hyper Light Breaker. See how right or wrong I am. Yeah, hell yeah. I guessed the game right. This Animal Party or whatever. I just, whenever I hear lyrics in a song and Jeff is running the show, it usually means the song is a licensed song. But yeah, this is Animal Party. Animal Party, Party Animals. It's one of those names.
We know you may have heard the stories.
Oh yeah.
Here at M. Nobody panic.
Sure. Love Tim Robinson, but
welcome back to Summer Game Fest, and now let's head to Sam Vansterdam for a new look at Skate from EA.
This thing is being...
Hey, Jeff, how you doing, bud? Oh, crap. Some really bad stuff's happening out there. They're gonna need a lot of help cleaning that up. That's bad.
Like, this is being developed, like, they just started developing it, like, a year ago. What is with this game? Like, they announced it when they just signed the paper to even make it. Like, obviously there's some big technical things that, yeah, they're just probably really hard to get through, and I'm not sure if it's the type of thing. Console playtesting coming this fall? I don't know.
Very exciting that people will finally be able to play Skate on console in the near future. Our next world premiere is an indie sensation
done
from
this
Japan
way?
that is adorable, deadly, and has over 25 million players worldwide. That's right, I'm talking about Power
This is a
World.
thing?
I mean, just look at the giant depresso. Cheer up, buddy.
Ooh.
Summer Game Fest. Now, here is the first major update announcement. A whole new island is coming.
Like, again, I am not the market for Power World, but it just seemed like people talked about it hardcore for a little while, and then I just never heard anything about it again. Again, I'm just going on my own social media circle, but I'm assuming, yeah, there's 25 million people still playing it, I guess. But enjoy your pals while I do some things.
I want everyone to be on the lookout.
All right, we're back, because I just cut out a whole bunch of stuff that I couldn't have had less to say about, but we're back with Monster Hunter. Which, from that last trailer from the Sony, whatever it was, the Sony State of Play, I was like, this looks pretty cool. I love that new blonde character, the mechanic or whatever she is. I'm down for that. They're hyping this up pretty early, too.
And PC.
Was the first trailer for this, like, was it like last year as well, wasn't it?
ゲームズコンのオープニングナイトライブ、こちらの方でも新しい映像を持っていきますので、皆さん楽しみにしていただけたらと思っております。またですね、ゲームズコンではですね、初のプレイヤブルのできるような形で出展も考えておりますので、そちらもぜひ楽しみにしていただけたらと思っています。
Lastly, there will be a new trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds at Opening Night Live at Gamescom in August. And our first public hands-on playable demo of Monster Hunter Wilds will also debut at Gamescom. Thank you.
Look forward to Gamescom, everybody. Like, I like the amount of story that we're shown. That kind of gets me a bit more interested in Monster Hunter than normal. Did it cut to actual gameplay? Yeah, it looks like it. As soon as the camera like rotates like that, you kind of know, because it wasn't exactly smooth. Yeah, the old Shremmers strategy.
As I feared, it picked up our scent.
I'll handle it. You find someplace safe.
Thank you.
You hide. I'll take care of it. Ew. That's pretty cool. Like, yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but does this seem like it's got like a lot more story than, like, with cutscenes and characters than Monster Hunter typically does? Just from like an outsider's perspective, it seems that way to me. But maybe just the trailer's cut that way.
Thank you, Ryosa-san. We will see you at Gamescom in
So I think there's like
August.
5 minutes
during
left,
last year's
maybe?
PlayStation Showcase, the game Phantom
7
Blade
minutes.
Zero from S-Game wowed us all with its blazing fast combat and stylish art. Well, I'm honored to share with you the brand new trailer for the game featuring all real gameplay. Here's our final game of the show, Phantom Blade Zero.
Okay, we're ending with this. Cool, I guess. I don't even remember this game. I remember Max was like kind of somewhat interested in it because I don't remember what show or this was first announced with a trailer.
How many days do I have left? 42 or 41?
The face of this is here! Don't go up there. Turn back.
That's a striking visual. But is this action or is it more Souls-like? Like, is it more of a traditional third-person action game? Like, let's say Sekiro. Yeah, big A button prompts. That makes me feel like it's not Souls-like. All right. Pretty flashy. Not a lot of rolling, which makes me think like not Souls-like combat to me. Yeah, QTEs. Hell yeah, QTEs. They're back, baby. They come back in a big way. More QTEs, please. World Tour demo. We're doing the World Tour of it. Okay. Alright. Okay.
That looks so good.
So that's our
Full
last
demo
game. What are
that
we
you'll be
spending the
playing
last
this
5
weekend, so we'll
minutes
hear much
on?
more about that. And that's going to do it for our Summer Game Fest live show. Thanks to Joy for joining us.
Thank you, Jeff. I had
All right, I
such
guess-
an amazing time.
I guess that's it.
Happy Summer Game Fest, everyone.
Thanks, Joy. And we have so much more, so stay tuned because Day of the Devs is coming up live right now on the stream.
Alright, so
featuring
unless
an
this is
hour
a
of
fake
in-game
out, but
reveals
we
from
actually
the
have one
next
more
game
thing.
from Cappy, and
No,
that's
music's
followed by
telling
Devolver
everyone
Direct. Now, keep
to
checking
please wrap it up.
summergamefest.com
So,
for other event streams this
listen,
weekend,
I
and we'll see
think Jeff
you
was
again
right by
live
saying
this
lower your
August
expectations
20th
unless you're
Germany
into
for
fighting
Gamescom
games,
opening night
which
live.
I
Thanks so much,
obviously
everyone.
am.
Remember,
There wasn't
Day
a
of the Devs
whole lot there that was
starts right
super interesting or whatever, but I'm happy enough. That kind of flew by, actually. Like, I enjoyed that more than most Game Awards, because it's a lot of ads and a lot of nothing. And while there's some nothing things here for sure, I was happy with those fighting game announcements. So let me know what you thought in the comments. Yeah, not a bad show at all, really, but I'm just speaking from my perspective. But yeah, let me know. And actually a pretty decent job, Jeff. You at least mentioned that the industry is kind of in the shitter, so good on you for that, I guess. Good on you for the bare minimum.